Alright, welcome back. So we are on the north side of the island now, and we need to go surfing. Alright, taking a little look at the map. Unfortunately, it does not show this place on the map at all. It's not this one. Also, I don't really want to fight the sailor, so we're going to avoid him for right now. So, this is Shoal Cave, and unfortunately, I came here too late. So, here is the gimmick of Shoal Cave. It is affected by the tide, so it's affected by whatever time it is in game, or well, in real life, I guess, because you just set the time. So I believe from 3 to 9 a.m. and 3 to 9 p.m. is low tide. The rest of the time, it's high tide, which is what it is right now. So during high tide, you can only get these shoal shells, while during low tide, you can get the shoal salts. The reason why these are important, well, I guess important, is you need 4 of each to give to that old guy at the start of the cave to get a shell bell. He'll make you a shell bell if you give him 4 shell salts and 4 shoal shells. She shells at the seashore. Alright. Anyways, so during high tide, you're going to find Zubats and Spheels. So yeah, Spheal is not a bad Pokemon as far as I'm aware. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't really play with Spheals very often, but they are cute, which means something, I'm sure, to the right person. A big pearl. Wow. Basically, this is just money. So, once we get a chance, we'll sell it. Alright, so unfortunately, I have to wait, and I have to wait until it's low tide.
Eventually.
Yep. I kind of forgot that I left that. I put that in. So yeah, basically like the next day I came back. You do have to, like, if you save in here, and the time changes, you're gonna have to leave the cave first and come back so that the tide adjusts. It does not adjust while you are in here. It's similar to, like, the Mirage areas, like Mirage Island and Mirage Tower, where they won't change while you're inside, but after you, like, leave the area, it will. Alright. Ice Heal is not a huge deal to me. That's really not a deal breaker. It doesn't come up enough to really matter. I am, like, keeping repels on at the moment because, yeah. Getting attacked by 50 Zubats gets annoying. I'm not doing a Zubat counter ever again. That was just awful, but... If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the original Pokemon Red Let's Play that I did towards the start of this channel, back when Luke and I were doing it, I kept a Zubat counter of how many Zubats we killed, both in caves and against trainers, and I'm pretty sure it got over 50. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the Everstone away. I don't see any reason why we would ever really need it, to be honest. And it's just annoying dealing with item management. Man, imagine forgetting your Pokemon that knows Strength. Actually, I didn't do that, but I'm just saying, imagine it. It would suck. You get through all the way through the dungeon, and then find out that you don't actually have the move that you need. All right, so I believe we need to go, yeah, right here, up, up, over, down, left, up. Oops. I think it was, yeah, okay. Down, left, left, I said left. There we go. Down, right, up, and there we go. Alright, we'll come back for that mainly because I kind of forgot that it was there. And I see more ice, so I'm instinctively wanting to go and just get this part of it done. Usually takes me like 1 or 2 like practice runs through these ice mazes to get it correct, but it's not too bad. Just gotta think about it for a few seconds. Up, left, down. There we go. Hey, what do we got? We got TM07, Hail. Okay, and we do need to go and get that last Pokeball. So the main reason why we're actually here is not really the items. Those are nice, obviously, but the main reason why we're here, we needed that repel to wear off so that we could actually encounter a Pokemon. Because, yeah, there is one specific Pokemon that I really want to get in this place. And this is the only area that you can get this Pokemon. Alright, sorry, I guess I'm thinking about how to approach this. There we go. Okay, and your mandatory ice item that you need to get if you want to have a stronger ice type Pokemon. Oh, did I see the orange mail? I don't think so, but that needs to just get thrown away. I really wish mail didn't take up slots. I think they actually did, like, separate that out into its own pocket in Gen 4. But unfortunately, that is not the case here. Honestly, I'm going the harder way. Alright. Okay, we found it. It honestly wasn't too long, but this is the rare encounter for the area. So first, we're going to Thunder Wave it, just so it is paralyzed. Protect? You're not supposed to use Protect. Alright, so there are 2 reasons why I'm catching this Pokemon. One, I like to have an Ice type, because, surprise, surprise, one of the Elite Four members is a Dragon type Pokemon trainer. So, having an Ice type is going to be helpful for that. 2, if you've seen the thumbnail for this episode, my friend Rando is a huge Glalie fan. He is definitely a Glalie stan. He stans Glalies. So, you know, we gotta catch a snow run. Especially since he caught a Pokemon and named it after me. We are going to catch his favorite Pokemon, well, the pre-evolution of his favorite Pokemon. Uses the Master Ball on it. That would be kind of funny, but no, I will not. I was really tempted to name this thing Browns, just to spite him a little bit, but I did refrain from doing it because oh, it would have been hilarious. His favorite Pokemon named after the team he hates. Rando, if you're watching this, know that I could have done that, and I decided not to because I'm a good friend. All right. And there we go. Alright, so now that we have thoroughly explored the cave, we also have 4 shell bells, or 4 shells and 4 salts. So, shell bell is an item that you can give one of your Pokemon, and I believe every turn you gain a little bit of health back. So there's a little bit of cutting here. We are back in Mauville with the 3rd gym leader right here. And he has a little side quest for us. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to because it's going to give me one move that I really want right now. So just south of here, on the water, I believe, there is a little building that we can go into, and I guess it's called like New Mauville for some reason. I don't really know what the point of this is. But we go not this way. Other way. There you go. Not into the rocks, right here. This little cave actually houses New Mauville, and apparently we just need the basement key so we can get in. Unfortunately, actually this place is not considered inside, so I can actually run, which is nice. Really all that's in here are Magnemites and Voltorbs. So pretty standard, like, electric type area in these games. So there's a Magnemite. You've seen one now. Congratulations. Annoyingly, I did accidentally close off that door. I don't know why they put that there, but whatever. Just don't accidentally switch it a second time like I did. Hey, an escape rope. Cool. Step on you. Not like that. Okay, Paralyze Heal, and I suspect the other thing is a Voltorb. And I would be correct. Thankfully, these guys are kind of low level because this place is probably some place you would go a little earlier than what we are right now. And another one. I'm just kind of keeping these in since they're scripted. Cool. Okay. I don't know why I shoot this one off, though. I guess I just forgot it was in here. Which, honestly, probably. That's probably what happened. But thankfully, it was a fairly short battle. A Thunderstone. Not that I think we're really going to use it. Okay, click. Cool. Alright, and we're definitely going to use that escape rope, because I don't really want to be here. And instead of... Yeah, you might notice a slight level difference. I just wanted to show this part off before we actually got to the gym. So, alright. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, cool. And we are given Thunderbolt. So, you can also get Thunderbolt at the game corner, but this is the way that you get Thunderbolt easily. I guess I didn't show off who we gave Thunderbolt to, though. So, I'm actually going to be very curious to see what Rando's reaction to this is, as to who I gave Thunderbolt to, because it was not Mantrike. You know, we'll see it in the gym leader fight, but yeah, I decided to come back and do that part after I got through like all the fodder. Because, I'll be honest, the gym leaders are kind of scary. I also knew that I needed to actually level up for it, because, yeah, my Pokemon are a bit on the weaker side. This is the one thing that I really don't like with Pokemon games, is trying to grind up. It's just so tedious. Much of this gym is cut just because a lot of these fights we've seen multiple times at this point. Thankfully, I don't think any of the fodder have more than one Pokemon, but there are potential double battles. I take a lot of precautions to avoid doing the double battles, just because it kind of gets annoying. So the gimmick of this place is there are a lot of these switches that will rotate the statues and the trainers around on these little rotation things. I think we have seen Kadabra before, but I wanted to keep Kadabra in. But I think we're going to be... I think we do cut another 1 or 2 Kadabra fights out at some point. Oops, sorry about that. I will be leaving Rando to Rando to grind. Because, yeah, we don't really need him for this gym. Honestly, he's more of a liability at the moment. Alright, we are not going to deal with that. We really could. Like, it's really not too bad to deal with these double battles, since most of them only have 1 Pokemon each. But if I can avoid double battles, I will. Alright, I am going to take both of these out. In reality, you probably could have just gone up and around and just avoided these 2 altogether. Got some Zatus. Unfortunately, Icy Wind does not do as much damage as I would like. Now, granted, we are 9 levels below this thing, so it's not unreasonable that Snow Run isn't able to do more. this is going to be a painful turn. Yeah. This gym really likes a lot of set type attacks. Especially that right there. That was a lot of setup. But thankfully, I have electric type attacks, which actually does a fair bit to Xatu. So. And Shell Bell. Doesn't heal very much. I think it's only like 6 or 8 health. But I mean, every little bit does help. Sometimes I'm out of sync. You look out of sync. And a Giraffe Edge. I, for some reason, thought that these things were pure dark. I didn't think they were psychic types. I don't know, maybe it's the back half that always makes me think that. I guess there's Psychic Normal, which just feels wrong to me. So, that's the reason why I'm using Mantrick instead, because Mantrick, or I forget how you pronounce it. I don't care. Anyways, that's why I'm using Dog Thing instead. Because I thought it was half dark. Nope. Yeah, no thank you. Alright, I think at this point we start cutting a lot of the trainer battles out, because we've seen a lot of these already. Apparently not this old guy, though. Spoink! That is unique, so yeah. Makes sense to keep him in. Magic Coat. This is very much a fight that I really wish I could just kind of skip through, because it's just this Magic Coat and Confusion. But thankfully we snapped out of Confusion. Alright, there we go. Spoink is done. No more Spoink. My. Okay. When you lose to me, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not that you're weak, I'm just too strong. Man, can you get a more cocky way of saying it? Alright. And nope. Unfortunately, this gym does kind of require some hindsight as to where to go. Nope. Thankfully, they retain, like, their positions as long as you're in the gym. If you leave the gym, everything gets reset, which really sucks. Wobbuffet. Wobba. Well, guess we're using Crunch. It's super effective, but it's covered by a veil. Welp, or Rando. And yes, Rando is also a female in this game. In my defense, it is a lot harder to catch Snow-Run, or at least find a Snow-Run, compared to a Poochyena. So, that is the reason. Like, he's really trying to take me with him. And finally, unfortunately, since he used Destiny Bond, whap. Yep. Great. So, even though Snow-Run took out a much higher level Pokemon, it gets no XP because it got knocked out in the same turn, which is great. I really appreciate that. Okay, I did take a quick heal. Getting through the end, not if I can help it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now that the way is cleared, we can finally get up here and take on the twins. Unfortunately, there is no getting out of this one. So, this strategy that I'm doing right here requires a little bit of luck. So, Gardevoir's ability allows you to mimic another Pokemon's. Unfortunately, in a double battle, it's kind of random who Gardevoir mimics. Basically, we want Gardevoir to mimic Claydolls. So, if you don't get this, if you don't get Levitate, then you might want to reset, if you want to do this sort of strategy. So, the reason why we're doing this is because Claydol is an asshole. It knows Earthquake, and it loves to use it. So, our counter to that is having both Skarmory, a flying type, and Gardevoir taking its Levitate ability and using it against it. So, this, honestly, Xatu is probably the one you have to worry the least about. I mean, still, it is still dangerous, and you should not come into this battle too low-leveled. We're only maybe like a level or two below any of these Pokemon, so I'm kind of fine with this. Our main goal, though, is to take out Claydol, because Claydol is definitely the more dangerous Pokemon, especially if we have to switch into someone else besides the two we have out at the moment. I also gave Gardevoir Thunderbolt, because it could make dealing with Xatu a little easier. Unfortunately, Gardevoir doesn't really have any other great moves for dealing with the Claydol. Unfortunately, there is no water-type move that we have. Psychic, however, is still very dangerous, even though it's apparently not very effective. Oh, come on, take him out. No! Yay! Snapped out of its confusion, uses Steel Wing, takes out Claydol without the gym leader using one of their potions. Couldn't have planned it any better than that. Now this is probably their single most dangerous Pokemon, Solrock. I don't like Solrock. This version of Solrock is frustrating to deal with. Alright, we are going to try and take out Xatu really quickly. Unfortunately, Skarmory is not fast enough and gets knocked out. It's fine. Alright, so here's the thing with Solrock, and the reason why Solrock is so dangerous. This Solrock knows Solar Beam, which is a grass-type move, which is 4 times the strength against Mudkip here. And Mudkip is not as fast as Solrock, which is unfortunate. Alright, I guess I would rather them use the Hyper Potion on Xatu than Solrock, because Solrock, again, is an asshole. So, Solrock knows Psychic, it knows... I'm trying to remember what the other move is. It's a Fire-type move, which makes using a Grass-type very dangerous as well. And it knows Solar Beam, which makes using our Water/Ground type, yep, very dangerous as well. Because, yeah. It was great. Wonderful. So we're going to send out Mightyena and hope for the best here, because, yeah. At this point in the fight, I was kind of sweating, because I wasn't really sure if we were going to pull out with this one. Also, I'm pretty sure these two have like 3 Hyper Potions, which is kind of ridiculous. 2 is more than enough, and more than fair. Alright. I do waste a max revive. We probably shouldn't have done that, personally. Yeah. Again, I would rather Xatu be healed than Solrock, so I'm fine with this. Thankfully, our Bite does quite a bit of damage to this thing, and it just used a berry, so I doubt they're going to actually heal it. Unfortunately, our Psychic-type moves do not do very much damage against Solrock, but it should at least be enough to take it out. Alright, cool. Unfortunately, these two, it's not like normal double battles where it's like 2 and 2. It's just 4 Pokemon, but it's a double battle. Because otherwise, I don't think Lunatone should be coming out. Lunatone is by far way easier to beat than Solrock in this fight. We're thankfully at a point where I feel way more comfortable with how the fight's going. Because Bite might not be doing a huge amount, but it's still, I mean, it's still doing enough to justify keeping Mightyena out there. And Gardevoir can take the Psychic type hits. Again, my priority here is taking out the others besides Xatu. Well, at this point, I can kind of split it between them. Annoyingly, light screen is going to make this way more tedious because it's just going to take longer since most of our moves are special. Yeah, so that should have done like double the damage of what it did. Not quite sure why sunlight is... Okay, I was going to say, I'm not quite sure why sunlight is helping Lunatone, but it was a berry instead. Nice, we got the flinch. So at this point, we probably could bring in Manitrek just to finish off Xatu, because Gardevoir is really feeling it right now. Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Man, we have been getting some very lucky saves here. I think that's like the first time Xatu has been actually paralyzed. And we get the crit. Down goes Lunatone. Okay. Yeah, and this battle is basically wrapped up at this point. So we'll bring in Manitrek just in case, because I am way less scared of Xatu than I was of any of their other Pokemon. I mean, don't get me wrong, Xatu still does a lot of damage like that, but we can take that. Yeah, they have like 3 Hyper Potions, which is kind of ridiculous. But they wasted all of them on Xatu, rather than the Pokemon that I was actually scared of. Fortunately, yeah, that light screen was still in effect, which was keeping them... Nope, yeah, let's just do Shockwave and finish this thing off. There we go. And yeah, that's it for the 7th gym. Honestly, kind of a tough gym battle. I definitely think the Solrock is by far the scariest of them all, but Claydol is also very dangerous. Thankfully, we didn't see the Earthquake come up. Well, I think it tried to use it, but it couldn't because both of our Pokemon could avoid it. So that was my strategy for dealing with them. There's probably better ones. What a lame TM. Other than Solrock, the rest of their Pokemon aren't too bad, and can more easily be taken out with a Surf. But because of that Solrock, it makes Swampert very susceptible to that Solrock. You also can't really use Grass types because it has a Fire type move as well. Yeah, it is just definitely their most well-rounded Pokemon. So, one thing before we save, normally we wouldn't like do anything extra unless it was like locking us into it. I just want to switch out one of our Pokemon just so Rando knows that we do have one, and he doesn't accidentally like go and get one, because I would feel kind of bad for him. But also, yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys after Rando's part for the Elite Four. So make sure to go ahead and check out his channel next week to catch the 8th gym. And thanks for watching.